how many of you guys live in a house, an apartment, the dorms, or even in your car? Sweet, that's kind of what I thought. If you're in the same boat as most college students, then you're looking for an inexpensive way to decorate where you live. You can even do it in your car windshield, whatever. But I'm here to help you by teaching you how to create drag art, and it's an abstract piece of art, and it looks like this. I can teach you guys how to do it because I've done it like twice, so I'm pro by now. And then drag art is easy and inexpensive, and it's usually under $20. It depends on how nice the canvas you want, or if you want a fancy frame for it or whatever. And I'm going to teach you the materials that you need, the steps you need to take to make it, and how to customize your artwork. And for the materials you need, you don't need to go out and buy a drop cloth or whatever. You can use garbage bags or even an old sheet or whatever. And then you're going to need paint. Acrylic paint is the best because it's easy to clean up and it dries fast and it's inexpensive. And you're going to need about 5 to 6 bottles of acrylic paint depending on how many colors you want. I used about like 6 maybe in this one, so it depends on like how fancy you want to get with it. And then you want to choose colors that are close to each other on the color wheel, like blues and greens or reds and oranges or whatever like that. And you want to pick at least 2 or 3 dark colors for the background. And I'll show you how to do the background here in a second. And then you're going to need canvas or poster board, because you guys know poster board is like 63 cents maybe. But a canvas is a good option because it's more sturdier and it looks more professional. Because if you just have a poster hanging on the wall, they're like, oh, you just bought that. Not that you made it or anything. But you can put a frame around the poster if you want, and that's about the same price as canvas. So it's about the same. And sometimes the stores have like special deals on canvas or whatever, and you can buy it really cheap. Or you can make your own. You can just buy like wood, make a frame, staple gun it, wrap it, piece of cake. And then you're going to need paintbrushes, and depending on what design you want to put on it, you're going to need either bigger ones or smaller ones, or you can just buy the cheap variety pack at like Michael's, and it's like $1. And it has all different sizes. And then you're going to need cardboard strips, and you're going to want one that goes like the whole width that you're painting or close to it. And I used a pizza box because I know that college students have a lot of pizza, especially in the dorms. If we could use our Flex dollars, yes. And so you just need to cut them up into strips about this thick. And then you might need rubber gloves. In the Big Ass Book of Crafts 2008, Mark Mantano says that you need rubber gloves, but that's just how disturbed you are by getting paint on your hands. But it washes off easy, so it's nothing to be afraid of. And then the steps you need. First you want to gather the supplies. At first you only need the canvas or the poster board, the paint clothes, the garbage bags, the old sheet, paint, and the cardboard strips. And then you want to make an area to paint in because it gets really messy. And it looks kind of like this. So I got 2 garbage bags, taped them together, cardboard strips, canvas, and then you want to begin to paint. And so you squirt your darkest colors that you have. I have 3, you can't really tell. And you squirt a whole bunch on the top. And like this is like a brown, dark red, orange. And you want to do it in like a strip, and then you can squirt some down around here. And then you want to take your cardboard strip that's the biggest and drag it down. And you want to try to get the sides. See, I kind of missed the side stuff. That's okay. You want to drag it down the whole way. And so you want to make sure you have enough paint to get the whole way down. And thank goodness you had your garbage bags, or else you have mess on the floor. And then you want to wait for that to dry. You can either blow dry it with a blow dryer, or you can use a fan. It doesn't matter. But like acrylic paint usually takes about 5 minutes to like dry. And then for your next step, I accidentally skipped a step. I got too excited. But you want to squirt like random bits of paint all over your canvas. Random colors, preferably a brighter color than your background. And then you want to smear it with your cardboard. You smear it down. You can sometimes still have paint left on your cardboard, so you can drag it somewhere else. And then you want to wait for that to dry, and you can do that again. And you do it again. Different colors. You can even put some darker colors or lighter colors. And again, until you get your final one that you like. And you can do it as many times as you want. It starts to get kind of hectic because you cover up everything. And then for finishing and customizing your artwork, the final step, it's like the most important, but it can be the hardest depending on what design you put on it. So if you want something really intricate or something, it's going to be harder. But if you just want a simple like symbol like this, that wasn't too hard. I found it on the internet, blew it up, and then what you want to do is you can either freehand draw it on there, or you can trace it on there, and you want to use chalk because if you mess up, it's easy to wipe off. And it shows up better than pencil. And then after that, it's just like a coloring book. You just fill in the design with whatever color you want. And it usually takes about 2 to 3 coats to cover up all of this stuff. Unless you want that to show through, that could be cool too. And then it's gonna, when I did this one, I did branches. And you can kind of see some of my chalk lines that I did on it. And then after you do that, then you want to finish it. You want to sign it and date it. I usually just put the year, but you guys can put day, month, whatever you want to do. And then you write a message. So if you're painting it for someone, you can write a message to it. Like I painted this one for my boyfriend. It says XOXO, you know, where you can do like, dude, you rock. Here's your painting or whatever. And so just because we're college students and tuition takes up a lot of our money doesn't mean that we can't like make cheap art to spruce up our houses. So instead of pizza boxes laying on the floor or beer cans, whatever you guys have, you can make artwork. And now you know the steps that it needs to take, what materials you need, and how to customize it. So now that there is nothing standing in your creative path, you guys can continue to do this, or you can use your experience and make something else.